See my ring light and my glasses. Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to film a quick video kind of going through all of my tattoos and piercings and everything that I've had in the past and currently have and am planning to get. I get a lot of questions about all the tattoos that I currently have, especially at work or, you know, in my day-to-day life, so I wanted to make this video just explaining all the ones that I currently have. I'm going to try my best to get the ones that I can't see very well, or the ones on my legs. I don't have that many. I only have 6 tattoos right now. I do intend to get more, and I'll get more into that later. If you'd like to see any of those, stay tuned and I will tell you about them. So first I'll take you through all of the piercings that I've had and currently have, just because it seems a little bit quicker to get through because they're all centralized around my head. So obviously the very first piercings that I got were my earlobes. They are now stretched to a size 0 gauge, and I just have little green spacers in here right now. I really want to get more of a collection going with these, but these are the ones I have in right now. And then going up from there, you can't really see them because I don't really keep jewelry in them that much, but I have 5 additional holes going up on each side. I really don't put jewelry in them often. I used to wear an earring in every single hole, so there was like 6 going up the sides of my ears. But sometimes I'll put one like randomly in there if I'm feeling extra fancy, but right now I don't really have that many studs. I'm allergic to a lot of cheaper jewelry, so anything that has nickel or cobalt or anything in there I can't really put in my ears because it just turns them red and itchy and I can't do it. So those are the general lobe piercings I have. They do kind of go up into my cartilage a little bit, but then afterwards I got the cartilage piercing that I have right here. I just have a little continuous ring thing. It's one of those ones that you like pull apart and then pinch back together, so it's just one continuous loop. So there's that one. And then on the other side I get a lot of questions about this piercing here. Now this piercing, I don't know if it has an actual name. I know it's like 1/2 of an orbital piercing, but I actually really love this piercing, and a lot of people actually come up to me and ask me about that specific one, just because a lot of people don't seem to have it. This jewelry doesn't actually come out. It's a 10 gauge flared tunnel, and I don't really ever take it out because it kind of hurts to pull out. It's been in there for so long. I think I've had it for like 7 or 8 years. No, yeah, it's gonna be 6 or 7 years now. So that's that one there. And then I also have my tragus pierced, which I just have a little like nose ring in. It's one of those ones that's just like, not like a hook, but it's like a bent wire. It's like a right angle basically, so it looks like that on the inside of my ear. It doesn't stay in that great. I used to have a like a labrae jewelry thing in there, so it would like, it was just a post with a flat back and then a little ball that screwed onto the top of it. But I lost the ball to it and then it fell out, and so this is what I put in there as a filler. Currently I think this is just a regular standard 18 gauge, but it was pierced at a, I think it was a 16, it was a 14 or a 16 when I pierced it. I'm just even surprised it's still open because I left the jewelry out of it for a long time. Into my facial piercings. I used to have, the very first facial piercing I got was when I was 15 years old, and, or no, actually I was younger than that. I think I was still 12. It was like right before I turned 13, which I don't even think you can do anymore. You have to be at least 16 to get any kind of piercings now, as I'm aware. But my mom went with me when I was almost 13 to get my labrae pierced, my lip. I still have an open scar. I don't know if you can tell, but the scar is still open on the very front of it, but the back is totally closed over, which is fine. I don't really notice it that often. And then after that I had the right side of my lip pierced for a little while. I only had the jewelry in this one for 3 or 4 years before I took it out. And then this one over here I think I had for a year or 2. I don't think I kept it in that long, but there's not really much of a scar left there, which is good. It didn't scar like the other one did. I don't really notice it, so I don't really care. The next one I got was my eyebrow ring, which I'm actually still really sad is gone. I got it done in 2008. Went with my first serious boyfriend and his brother to get piercings, and I don't know if he got anything. I think it was just his brother that was getting something, but he got his cartilage pierced and I decided to get my eyebrow pierced while I was there. I had it in until, gosh, like a year ago. So I had it for like almost 10 years. It was like 8 or 9 years that I had it, and then I kept losing the ball for the little barbell that was in there, so it kept falling out, and then eventually I ran out of jewelry for it, and I was too broke to go get any or too lazy to go buy any, which sounds like something I would do. So the last piercing I had was my nose. I had that for not that long. I think I had it for maybe 6 months to a year at most, which is really annoying to keep in there. I had a lot of little nose rings like this one where it was just like the hook, and I would put it in there, and then I used to wear a lot of rings, not a lot, like one on each hand, and every time I would wash my face I would catch it with my ring and it would rip out, and it was just a pain in the butt, and every time I did it I was like, why do I even still have this? So eventually there was one time where I was washing my face, I ripped it out, and I was like, you know what, I'm done. I can't do it. That's why I don't have a nose ring anymore. So now let's move on to my tattoos. Start at the very beginning. The very first one that I got, I was still 15, which again, I know you can't do anymore. You have to be 16 with an adult to go get any kind of tattoos or piercings now. The very first tattoo I got was in October before I turned 16. And I really wanted to get something that was kind of celestial and kind of wanted to do something that was kind of, not really an homage, but like something that shows off my heritage a little bit. I'm super Irish, so I wanted to get something that was like a Celtic knot or something like that. I will have to stand up and show you, so give me one sec. Please excuse all of the pet hair currently on me. My cat likes to lay on my leggings, which are black, and he is a light orange cat. But so this is the first tattoo that I ever got. It's just a little knot, moon and star. And I wanted it in blue because blue is one of my favorite colors, and I thought it was pretty appropriate for like a night sky kind of situation. So that's what I got done. A lot of people will ask me if it's a Sailor Moon inspired tattoo, which it's not, but I don't mind the association with it because I do like Sailor Moon. And while I'm up here, I might as well show you this one. This is the 5th tattoo that I got. This is just it's half of a compass and half of a clock face, and it's just got some cute little flourishy things around it. This is the one that I get a lot of compliments on, but this one is definitely one of my favorite pieces by a tattoo artist named Bronwyn. I will link her down below if anybody's interested in seeing her. But yeah, I got this in November 2013. There's that one there. I'm pretty sure this is the second tattoo that I got, and it's actually the one that I hate the most, and I'm actually planning to get a cover-up for it soon. So this is where the tattoos coming up comes from. But currently I have a dumb little heart on like the webbing of my hand. It's stupid. It's like misshapen and super faded out. It was supposed to be dark purple with a black outline, and it's like my skin color on the inside and a gray outline at best. Definitely not my favorite tattoo. People ask me a lot if I draw the heart on with pen every day, which I definitely don't. If I had any choice in it, it would not be there. So I'm getting something to cover it up with. I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing yet. I wanted to do, there's a couple options. There's like, I wanted to do a mandala, but I can't find one that I'm particularly in love with yet. There's also, I could do more flowers because I have flowers up here that I'll show you in a second, and just kind of do a full sleeve of flowers down to like my hand, but I'm not really sure. So if you have any suggestions for a cover-up, because my tattoo artist now said that this should be pretty easy to cover up, leave it down below or send me links on social media. All my social media is linked down below. If you want to send me anything, that would be awesome. I'm looking for any kind of suggestions, any kind of inspiration to get something to cover this thing up, because as soon as I have the money to do it, I'm doing it. For my 18th birthday, I got a tattoo that is a quote from one of my favorite books of all time. It's actually one of the only books that I've read more than once. So I've read The Perks of Being a Wallflower probably 5 or 6 times at this point. It's one of my favorite books. It was my favorite book in high school, absolutely. And then the movie came out, and I'm actually a big fan of the movie too, even though they did change some things around and obviously left things out. You can't put everything in a book into a movie. But regardless, Perks of Being a Wallflower is one of my favorite books of all time, one of my favorite movies. So I wanted to get a tattoo. This was before the movie came out, but I wanted to get a tattoo that was representative of that. This one here that says "We were infinite" in a little script here. The only thing that I don't like about this one is that nobody can ever seem to read it. They get the "we were" part, but not the infinite part. which, you know, it's fine. It's not for them, it's for me, but I do have to get this filled in a little bit because when it was healing, some of the ink came out of the larger sections of the letters. And here's another tattoo that's going to be a little bit hard to show you, but I guess I could just turn around. This one is on the back of my neck, and it's a matching tattoo with my younger sister, Hannah. She has a blue one, I have a green one, but it's just a, I'm not sure if you can even see that, but it's a power button on the back of my neck. If it is faded, I gotta get it touched up. If it's not, then it's fine. I usually forget about that one, and then people come up and touch the back of my neck, and it's weird. That one has a few different meanings, actually. I got it when I was playing a lot of Xbox stuff. My sister plays a lot of PlayStation, so the colors kind of make sense. Green's also my favorite color, so it kind of wasn't about Xbox to begin with, but it makes sense. Kind of just like a literal representation of how my life has gone with like technology stuff and everything like that. I've always really been into like computers, and I like gaming. I'm just really, really awful at it. And I'm also really competitive when it comes to gaming, so I try not to do it too much because I think get just angry. So now this last tattoo, which is the one I'm most excited about right now because I just got it finished and I'm so stoked with how it came out. We have a family friend who does tattoos for us now. She lives in the same town as I do, so it's super duper convenient. She's right there. She has amazing prices. I will link her Instagram down below if you'd like to see any of her work. Some of my progress shots are on there if you want to see those. But she actually did an entire, like, I don't know what you even call it. Is it like a pant leg? It's like a leg sleeve on my sister, which is awesome. So this is the last one I have, which I have to take my sweatshirt off for. It is the one that people see most often in like my Instagram shots or my like YouTube thumbnails or anything like that. It's the 4 favorite flowers of the 5 most important women in my life. So it's for my older sister, who I'm super close with, and my mom, and both of my grandmas, and then my great grandma on my mom's side. So let's start at the beginning. My great grandma on my mom's side and my older sister both really love daisies, so I got a couple back here and those 2 there. This is actually a similar placement. I think my sister's is more like right here, but this is a similar placement to one that my sister actually has. Hers is pink, but mine is more of like almost like a neon peach or something. And then my mom's favorite flowers are the hydrangea here. My grandma on my mom's side, her favorite flower is geraniums. And then, as I said, my great grandma with the daisies. And my grandma on my dad's side, who has passed away. One of the last pictures that I actually took of her was in the rose gardens in Portland, Oregon. So I have a couple purple roses here for her. And then just a couple leaves in there to break it up. This is definitely top 2 favorite tattoos, along with the one on my thigh. Those are my 2 favorite tattoos of all the ones that I have. I like all of them except for the heart one, but they're definitely top 2. So yeah, that concludes all of my current tattoos and piercings. And when it comes to tattoos that I'm going to get in the future, I do have the one that I told you guys about before with the top of my hand there. And then also, all of my siblings and I are going to eventually at some point, probably when my sister moves back from Okinawa, we're all going to get arrow tattoos, and we're going to kind of customize them to how we want them to look, but we're all going to get like one sibling tattoo because currently I only have a tattoo that matches my little sister, and then I have one that's like for my older sister. But I really always wanted to get one to match with my brother. He's the only boy in our family besides my dad, so I wanted to get something with him when he eventually starts getting tattoos because he currently doesn't have any. I'm sure there's a few more that I could come up with, like, if I thought about it, but you know, I'm happy with what I have now. I'm happy with the couple plans that I have coming up for them, so I'm okay with it. But if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up down below. If you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button and then the bell button to get notified when I upload. If you have any suggestions for videos coming up, any like Q&As or anything like that, if you have any suggestions, leave them down below. If you have any makeup look that you want to see, let me know because I'm definitely always looking for ideas. All of my social media is linked down below if you'd like to follow me in any of those areas. And I will see you guys in the next one. Hey guys, oh my god, really? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel today. Are you kidding me? Every time I try to talk. My dog is being 100% ridiculous right now. He's been crying and like basically mooing. Like he's trying to help, but he just moos like a cow. So I'm sorry if you hear any of that throughout the video.